So speaking of the Pistons, man, I've heard almost every, and you even said you've heard it. Every media guy, Detroit media guy, before the playoffs started, saying, I want the Knicks, I want the Knicks, I want the Knicks. We got the Knicks. What are your predictions for this series?
Um, I think that if Cade Cunningham averages 27 plus points, 6 plus rebounds, and 6 plus assists for the series, I'll sprinkle in. I'll give him 4, and less than 4 turnovers per game. And you couple that with Isaiah Stewart has averages 1.5 blocks for this series. I say Pistons in 6. Anything outside of those stats, Pistons in 5 or 6. And anything outside of that, I say Knicks in 6 or 7. I think the Pistons have a chance. Somebody said it on the radio today. I glanced over the playoff bracket, but off the top of my head, I can't disagree with the guy who said that this is going to be the most compelling and competitive series of the playoffs, first round at least in the first round. Pistons have come a long way. I believe it was it's like 14 wins to 44 wins, I think it is. They're healthy. Jaden Ivey is working out again, fighting to get back onto the court. And on the flip side,
Talking about
the Knicks are who the Knicks are. They gave up Dante DiVincenzo, but they pretty much put together the starting lineup from Villanova when they all played together at Villanova. They went out and they got Karl Anthony Towns, one of the best big scorers in the league. But that team, they are I can't remember who I was talking about, but God, I can't remember who I was talking about. But they're a finesse team, you know. I said you got your physical teams and you got finesse teams, and the Knicks are definitely a finesse team, and the Pistons are definitely a physical team. So this first game is going to be huge. It's going to go down to the wire, and it's going to be a battle. It's going to be great basketball, man. I got to be honest. I'm excited. I'm excited about it. And if the Pistons win this game, honestly, I'll go ahead and say that. I feel like whoever wins this first game is who's going to win the series. And I think go ahead.
that was gonna be my next question. Do you think the Pistons hit the ground running and they take this first game? Like, what is your prediction for this first game?
I think the Pistons hit the ground running, but I also think the Knicks are going to hit you with their best shot. The Pistons have dominated the Knicks during the regular season, 3 wins to 1. We've done it in Madison Square Garden. We've done it in Detroit. And this is going to be – hold on, let me think. Well, you got Tobias Harris and you got Tim Hardaway Jr. Those are the only 2 players on the team with playoff experience. And this is going to be our first test with playoff experience. When it comes to coaching, I give the nod to Detroit. Tom Thibodeau. He's been coaching in the league for a long time. JB Bickerstaff's been in the league for a long time, but I mean Tom Thibodeau was coaching MVP Derrick Rose. You know, that's how long he's been around. So I just feel like we got the coach of the year on our side. So the way people are counting out the Pistons, I just think those are people that just haven't watched the Pistons.
Man, it's like you on my head because my next question was gonna be, this is Pistons team's first experience in the playoffs, and do you think that's a detriment to them? Do you think that's a disadvantage to them?
No, it depends on how they play it. We don't have to go back far, but the Lions It wasn't long ago. The Lions. This was their first test. This is their first test. All they had was Jared Goff, and they had their first their first taste of the playoffs, and they made it to the NFC Championship. You
Yeah,
go back.
but basketball and football is different though.
You go back to last year. The Detroit Tigers been struggling for forever, and then finally, they were counted out because half their pitching staff was hurt. Other guys weren't producing, and they end up implementing, hey, we're just gonna go to our bullpen every game, and they took them all the way to the playoffs, and they were able to get past the Houston Astros, a team with tons of playoff experience, a team with two pennants under their names, and they took it to them. So why the Pistons couldn't do it to the Knicks? Knicks are notorious for choking. You know, I can't remember last time the Knicks were in the Eastern Conference Championship. Probably Carmelo Anthony was on the team back then. So the Knicks, and out of all the people we could have gotten the first round, it was between the Knicks, the Bucks, or the Pacers. And you know, I would love to beat the Bucks, but I don't think we're beating the Bucks. We got no answer for Giannis. Nobody has an answer for Giannis. The Pacers, that's a real rivalry. That would have been real fun to watch. But right now, as it stands, the Pacers have they had our number, but we haven't played them in months. So that would have been interesting. So it comes down to the Knicks. The Knicks are your best chance to win a first round series. So I'll take it.
I swear you got my note sheet over here or something, man. Say the everything that you said comes to fruition, and K gets all the stats that you said he's gonna get. Do we make it out of the second round?
If we assuming we win in the first round.
Yeah, so when we beat the Knicks, do we make it out of the second round?
I would have to go back and look. If I'm not mistaken, if we were to win in the first round, then the Boston Celtics will be waiting for us in the second round. Those are the defending champions. As far as I know, they are healthy. Let me see if I can see my bracket real quick. Come on. Yeah, so I got here. Where's my bracket? No, I can't see it. But yeah, I think the Celtics will be our second round matchup. And we have beaten the Celtics before, but they were not at full strength. I'm going to say no, we wouldn't beat the Celtics only because the Knicks don't shoot the three ball that well. They're actually one of the worser teams in the league when it comes to shooting the three. And we're about an average team when it comes to shooting the three. Malik Beasley finished the season with the most threes in the league. He beat out Anthony Edwards for that, for that not record, but it was a record. He beat Anthony Edwards for that title. We got Tobias Harris, we got Tim Hardaway. K can shoot the three. So we can shoot the three, but I mean the Celtics shoot the three like like it's their job. And they play defense. And they're defending champions. So I couldn't pick I absolutely could not pick the Pistons to beat the Celtics.
Yeah, man. That's all I got. Pretty much. Those were all my questions. The Pistons play tomorrow, right?
Pistons play tomorrow, Saturday. 7. I think it's like 7 something.
All right. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but maybe if we got time and we can do it, do a breakdown of game one, do another show, game one. If it's possible, would you be down for that?
Pre or post?
Post.
Oh yeah. No, if we got time, I'll be down for that.
Okay. All right. Well, with that being said, man, the draft is coming up this week. We will definitely do a pod after the draft to share our feelings on what transpired I don't know if we're gonna do it one day by day or if we'll wait till the entire draft is fixed. But we'll definitely see you guys after the draft. We may see you guys after game one of the Pistons. Do a full breakdown of that. But for today, that's all I got. And with that being said, go Pistons, go Lions.
Detroit